What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I'm going to talk about the growing epidemic in people doing a lot of perverse things where they can't control their own human impulses. I got two stories here I'm going to share and put into one video about two separate acts in two separate places in Wisconsin. Shout out Wisconsin. And this is something you got to see to believe, man. The justice system will have you believe that incarceration is the end all be all. It's not. Incarceration is a form of punishment that they have where they lock somebody away and keep them from the outside world for a certain amount of time, figuring they'll learn their lesson. But some people don't get the message. And that honestly is like the old way of doing things with a new type of criminal or criminal mindset. Take a look at these stories and we're going to come back and talk about them. What I'm about to show you is truly amazing. Both stories. Look.
A Brookfield man is accused of sexually assaulting a U.S. postal worker in downtown Milwaukee last week. Prosecutors say Gary Spiegel grabbed the woman and exposed himself while the woman was working. Derek Rose has his story from the newsroom tonight.
And Blake, according to complaint, it happened Friday. The woman says she was doing her job in a mailroom in an apartment building when she felt someone come up behind her. She says she froze as Gary Spiegel started making sexual comments and groping her body, then exposing himself and touching the woman with his exposed genitals. The complaint says the victim told investigators Spiegel was blocking her from leaving that mailroom while he touched himself. She managed to grab her phone and record a video of Spiegel. The complaint says investigators used that video as evidence to help identify him. The complaint says Spiegel also exposed himself to another woman in that building, both incidents at an apartment building near East Knapp and Astor Streets on Milwaukee's east side. Investigators say they found surveillance video from the building to corroborate the allegations. The next day, the complaint says Spiegel was back in the same building. Police arrested him there. The complaint says he admitted to groping the mail carrier. Tonight, he's facing several charges, including sexual assault, indecent exposure, and false imprisonment. Blake.
Just very disturbing allegations there. Derek Rose reporting tonight from the newsroom. Thank you.
Babysitting for one grandmother in Pleasant Prairie took a sudden turn after finding a stranger in her home.
31-year-old Adam Nickel, you see him there, is charged with criminal trespassing and disorderly conduct after police say he entered the woman's home undressed from the waist down. She was there with her grandchildren when he showed up. Police say she startled him and then Nickel ran off. She called police, who tracked Nickel a quarter-mile away. You're looking at body camera video which shows police arresting him.
The grandma was in a wheelchair, so she had difficulty moving around, and then to be startled by somebody covered in mud, no clothing on, just standing in your house, that's pretty much as bad as it gets.
Nickel, who is a lifetime registered sex offender, was booked into the Kenosha County Jail. Police say using a drone and a K9 were crucial to making that arrest.
You've seen it, and in my humble opinion, people like this need to be shown the flowers. Jail don't fix that. Jail is not a cure for horny and perverse. It's not. The one guy felt as though it's his right to pull his dick out and rub it on a damn postal worker while she's doing her job. Then flash his dick to somebody else. Look at his mugshot. Look at his face. Just seeing that I'd have got him out of here. He has no shame, no guilt, no nothing. He thinks it's funny. And this other dude whose face they didn't show, this guy's a registered sex offender, and he was out there just coming in somebody's house. And that goes to show you, your own fortress of solitude being your home is not even a place where you can really have peace nowadays, because the devil comes and knocks right on your door, or hell, walks in if the door's unlocked. The woman was in a wheelchair, and he came in there and she startled him, and he ran out. He came in the house with no pants on. He was naked from the waist down, walking around outside, and just walked in the house. How convicted do you have to be to go and do something like that? I have never been that level of sexually charged up to where I would just go for broke and do something crazy with a stranger, let alone somebody I liked. Man, it's like we had seen a different type of human being out here, and the feral elements that, are overridden by intelligence as we learn, you know, the way things work. You don't see it no more. Then when you catch these people and you ask them why they do it, you get a bunch of I don't knows. Oh, because I'm stupid. This guy's a registered sex offender and he got caught running half naked. A dog caught him. I'm done with it. And this other guy right here, man, he's something else. At what level do you think is cute? And this goes back to what I was saying. There are a lot of men out here that think a woman's mindset as far as sexuality and things, sexual turn-ons, is that of a man. A man, we can see a woman and want her. You know what I'm saying? Like her body or something like that. And it could turn us on or whatever. Especially when we're younger and like, you know what I mean? Testosterone jumping. Get turned on over the stupidest things. A nipple come out, motherfucker lose their mind. This guy right here, he thinks that if he pulls his junk out, a woman's like a man and get horny seeing it, and then some craziness is going to occur. And a lot of these guys don't even care. They just want to pull their stuff out and show it to somebody and get a reaction and then run away because they think it's funny. It's the child in man. And I would have severe penalties for people like this. They wouldn't be in society. Once he did that sexual crime shit with a child offender, he'd have been gone already. And this postal worker wouldn't have had to deal with that sense of security being broken by some random stranger as she's doing her job. I mean, it's like some of this stuff nowadays, you can't make it up. Crazy things in dollar stores, department stores, grocery stores. These pervs are just out here and they just walking up on anybody, invading their space in an attempt to crush their spirit, all that for their own sexual, sick, sadistic yearnings. They don't care about jail. They don't care about punishment. They only care about what they want to do with their sexual objectives, and that's it. And it's a mess. For real. I wouldn't give incarceration for acts like this, just nasty ass acts of savagery. Because this is savagery to me. You know what I'm saying? And then there are older people doing this stuff. Like, you got sense. You know the difference between right and wrong. That's why you run away before you get caught. And that stupid ass look on his face and that other act that the other guy did, you know what I'm saying, would set me off where they wouldn't even see another sunrise. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. From the outside looking in, you know, you look at this type of stuff and you're like, damn, like what kind of man does this type of stuff? And, you know, other people look at it and they're like, man, you know, I'm glad it ain't me. Either way, man, this type of stuff, man, you're starting to see people being more and more emboldened in the sickness that they're displaying out here, whether it's violent or sexual. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.